of what needs to happen. And the truth is like you said from the very get-go, a lot of the times that if we don't know what to expect or we don't know what to do, when we get on Google automatically assumes, well, you went to the doctor and got antivenom. This is what you do.
Right.
Because that's a standard practice. So I really like what we've done with this podcast, and I would definitely like to do more podcasts like this in the future. So if you or anybody that you know has been fallen victim, I say victim, I don't know that I necessarily want to call it victim, but if you've fallen by chance in an area where you've been bit by a venomous snake, or maybe you've been bitten by a western pygmy, and you would like to share your experience, and maybe we can talk about the differences between these experiences, and maybe even some other animals, shark bite victims and things like that. I would love to be able to sit down and have a conversation with you, because a lot of times, especially if it was an abnormal situation, whereas like yours was abnormal because you did not receive the antivenom like you should have.
Right.
And then when you finally did get the antivenom from the second ICU visit, from the second hospital, you ended up having to receive 20 vials
Yes.
of antivenom. Oh my goodness. So that's abnormal. But if you have an abnormal experience, we would love to have you on the show and be able to talk to you about that experience. And if you have anything that you would like to share, some things that like Daniel here has learned along the way during this experience, we would definitely love to hear it and be able to share it with our audience. So,
Well, and here's kind of the thing with that. And I was going to daisy chain off that. And that
go for it.
When we were growing up, it was very common for kids, at least in our part of the world, to be out all day, sun up to sundown. Quite frankly,
And for some of us, until the next day.
Until the next day. I mean, it was almost as if we were kicked out of the house, the doors were locked, and we'd come back when the sun goes down. If we were thirsty, we'd go get a drink out of the water hose. And it almost seems like in today's standards, there's such a stigma. Even I am guilty of it. It is, kids, you better stay this close to the house. I'm out in the woods. I don't live in a city. Nope, you got to stay this close to the house. Do not go and venture out in the woods. Do not pick up sticks. Do not climb in trees. And there's such a stigma about it. And I think it's crucial because the media has done a great job of taking abnormal situations like mine, where reality is there's a 99.9% chance that this will never, ever happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
And so the media will blow this up, and social media has a great way of saying, well, this happened to me, and one person out of 10 million people might see that post and be like, now they're afraid of it. And I think it's important that the people that's gone through these experiences share their story.